Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Ayman Omar. The Telangana cabinet will meet on Sunday to discuss various key issues including the COVID-19 situation and the lockdown. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Wednesday has decided to hold cabinet meeting on 30th of May at 2 pm. In the meeting, the cabinet would also discuss agriculture, crops in the state, the ongoing paddy procurement process, curbing the supply of spurious seeds, COVID-19 lockdown and other subjects, said the Chief Minister's office. The statewide lockdown to check the spread of COVID-19 was imposed on 12th of May after a decision taken by the cabinet. The meeting is likely to a decision on extending the ongoing lockdown or not. The Chief Minister on 18th of May decided to extend the lockdown till 30th of May. GMR Hyderabad Air Cargo has handled more than 11,000 oxygen concentrators and over 100 tons of COVID-19 vaccines so far. Starting from 1st of May, more than 11,500 units of oxygen concentrators have been brought into Hyderabad from across the globe and from other cities in India. The shipments have arrived on both scheduled flights as well as special charters as nations, governments, airlines, airports, customs, freight forwarders, ground handlers, and all stakeholders join together to rush the much needed equipment into India. Hyderabad Air Cargo has constituted a special task force comprising customs authorities, airlines, freight forwarders, and other stakeholders to ensure speedy clearance and handling of COVID-19 relief material consignments. In response to the strike by junior doctors working in state government hospitals, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Wednesday decided to increase the honorarium paid to the senior residents by 15%. He also instructed officials to ensure that better medical facilities be provided to junior doctors and their family members at the state-run Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences. In a statement from his office, KCR asked the junior doctors to call off their strike, keeping in view the overall public health and the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic in Telangana. He advised them to join duties immediately. The Chief Minister also claimed that the state government had never discriminated against junior doctors and added that he is ready to solve their demands now. The centre has given 29,250 additional vials of amphotericin B, a key drug to treat the raging black fungus cases in India, for the 11,717 patients currently being treated at different hospitals across the country. Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers D.V. Sadananda Gowda announced that the additional 29,250 vials of amphotericin B were allocated to all states and the union territories and the central institutions on Wednesday. Black fungus is one of the rapidly spreading infections observed in patients recovering from COVID-19. As per the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, the allocation of the drug has been made based on total number of patients. In the wake of the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, Saudi Arabia has announced that 60,000 people will be allowed to perform Hajj this year. Out of them, 15,000 will be domestic pilgrims. According to a report, the Central Hajj Committee officials predict that Saudi Arabia would put a cap of 5,000 pilgrims from India. No prediction has been made over the state-wise breakup of the pilgrims. Apart from reducing the number of Hajj pilgrims, the kingdom has also made it clear that pilgrims aged below 10 years and above 60 years will not be allowed. Persons who were hospitalized in the past 6 months are also not permitted to perform Hajj. US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken arrived in Egypt on Wednesday as he pressed ahead with a diplomatic mission aimed at shoring up a ceasefire that ended a 11-day war between Israel and the Gaza Strip's ruling Hamas militant group. Blinken landed in Cairo a day after holding intensive talks with Israeli and Palestinian leaders. In Egypt, he was meeting with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and other top officials before traveling to Jordan to meet with King Abdullah II. Blinken has vowed to rally international support to rebuild the destruction in hard-hit Gaza while promising to make sure that none of the aid destined for the territory reaches Hamas. He is instead trying to bolster Hamas' rival, the internationally recognized Palestinian Authority. The Bombay Stock Exchange Sensex returned to winning ways on Wednesday after a day's pause as technology, finance, and auto counters witnessed robust buying amid a largely positive trend in Asian markets. Overcoming a tepid start, the 30-share benchmark gained momentum through the session to end 317.99 points or 0.75% higher at 51,017.52. The Sensex reclaimed the 51,000 level after 10th of March this year. The broader National Stock Exchange Nifty extended its winning run to the fourth consecutive session, climbing 93 points or 0.17% to finish at 15,301 points. Bajaj Finance Serve was the top performer in the Sensex pack, rallying 4.82%, followed by Bajaj Finance, Infosys, Maruti, HDFC, L&T and Tech Mahindra. Bollywood actor Sanjay Dutt has been granted the UAE Golden Visa. He said in a tweet, "Honored to have received a Golden Visa for the UAE in the presence of Major General Mohammad Ahmad Al-Mari." He also thanked Fly Dubai's Hamad Obedullah for his support. Sanjay Dutt is the first Indian mainstream actor to have received the UAE Golden Visa. The UAE government had in 2019 implemented a new system for long-term residence visas, enabling foreigners to live, work and study in the UAE without the need of a national sponsor. These golden visas are issued for 5 to 10 years and will be renewed automatically. Thank you viewers, that's it for today.